Welcome back, everyone. Ready for another deep dive.
Let's do it.
All right, today we're tackling a mystery that's captivated people for nearly a century.
Oh, yeah.
The death of the legendary Harry Houdini.
Hmm. Fascinating, right? You think about it, this man built a career on cheating death.
I know.
Yet the circumstances surrounding his own death have become this real enigma.
It's almost unimaginable. The master of escape,
Right.
succumbing to something so seemingly ordinary. And that's what we're going to try to unpack today, right?
Yeah, let's get into it.
We're talking about Harry Houdini, the man who made a living, escaping the inescapable, defying death with every daring feat.
Exactly. Houdini's name was like synonymous with cheating death,
Totally.
jumping off bridges and chains, those incredible milk can escape.
Oh, unbelievable.
And, his stunts weren't just illusions, though he was a master of them.
Of course.
They carried genuine risks.
Oh, absolutely.
There's a chilling story from 1915, a near suffocation during a burial escape,
Oh my gosh.
that really highlights just how precarious his life was.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, even for someone like Houdini, how thin that line between life and death really was.
For sure.
So picture this. It's 1926. Houdini is 52, at the pinnacle of his career, and things take a turn.
Yeah, this is where, the layers of the mystery begin to peel back. Just weeks before his death, Houdini was on tour, and during a performance in Albany, New York,
Oh.
he suffered a fractured ankle.
During his famous Chinese water torture cell act.
Of all things.
Talk about a painful twist of fate.
Yeah, that's gotta hurt.
And this injury, as we'll see, kind of played a role in the events that unfolded.
Yeah, despite the injury, Houdini, ever the showman, right,
Yeah.
was determined to continue his tour.
Wow.
He traveled to Montreal, and it's there in his dressing room that he has this, fateful encounter.
An encounter that would leave people wondering about its role in his death for years to come.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine this. Houdini, a man who had faced countless death-defying challenges,
Right.
resting in his dressing room. He thought he was safe. But fate, it seemed, had other plans.
And it came in the form of a seemingly harmless visit, a fan meeting his idol.
Oh, boy.
But this wasn't just any fan.
Oh, no.
This meeting, we believe, might hold the key to unlocking the mystery surrounding Houdini's untimely death. So this fan, a McGill University student, went by the name of J. Gordon Whitehead.
Okay.
And he was, let's just say, a bit enamored by Houdini's, strength. Houdini would always go on about how strong his abdominal muscles were,
Right.
claiming he could withstand, any blow.
And that's where this encounter takes a turn for the worse.
Yeah, so picture this, right?
Okay.
Houdini is reclining on a couch, nursing his injured ankle.
Oh, wow.
Whitehead approaches,
Oh.
and without a word of warning, lands several punches to Houdini's abdomen.
Several punches. Are we talking full-on blows here?
That's right. Witnesses say Whitehead delivered 4 or 5 strong, deliberate blows to Houdini's stomach.
Oh, Michael.
Houdini obviously caught off guard,
Yeah.
was in visible pain afterward.
So after years of escaping these elaborate death traps, could this encounter, this seemingly harmless fan interaction, be the twist of fate that led to Houdini's downfall?
It's crazy, right?
It's almost too much to comprehend.
And you know what makes it even more perplexing?
What's that?
Houdini, despite his growing discomfort and pain, was determined to continue his tour.
No way, really.
Oh, yeah, he brushed off the incident at first, but that very evening,
Yeah.
he started experiencing these terrible stomach cramps.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
He was probably trying to power through it,
Right.
the show must go on, especially for someone like Houdini.
Exactly. And so he boards this overnight train to Detroit for his next round of shows.
Oh, wow.
But during the trip, his condition just gets worse.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the pain intensifies, he's hit with chills, overcome by fatigue, and his temperature skyrockets to a dangerous 104 degrees.
104. That's incredibly alarming.
Yeah, it's scary.
You have to wonder, at that point, why didn't he seek immediate medical attention?
It's the question, isn't it? A doctor who actually examined him suspected appendicitis.
Really?
Yeah, and urged him to go to the hospital immediately.
Wow.
But remember, this was Harry Houdini.
That's true.
This was a man who was used to pushing through pain, overcoming, seemingly insurmountable obstacles.
And back then, this is 1926, medical care wasn't what it is today.
Nowhere near.
Surgery was a major ordeal,
Oh, absolutely.
often a last resort.
Yeah.
So he likely downplayed the severity, hoping for the best.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Houdini. So despite his deteriorating condition, he insisted on performing his opening night show at the Garrick Theater in Detroit.
It's hard to fathom the agony he must have been enduring.
It really is.
He was essentially staring death in the face, unaware of the battle raging within his own body.
From the accounts we have, it was clear he was in excruciating pain. Witnesses described him as pale, sweating profusely, struggling to even stand.
It's heartbreaking.
It is, but he powered through,
Oh, wow.
driven by this almost superhuman determination to finish the show.
Just incredible.
It was as if he was defying death one last time.
Wow. What a way to go.
Unaware that it was a battle he was destined to lose?
It's just tragic. Houdini, a man who built his career on escaping the most elaborate death traps, was tragically unaware of the danger lurking inside his own body. Can you imagine the willpower it took for him to step onto that stage?
Wow.
To face an audience while battling excruciating pain.
It's almost Shakespearean, isn't it?
Right.
The master illusionist, the man who had cheated death countless times,
Yeah.
was ultimately betrayed by his own body. And, as soon as the curtain fell that night, Houdini collapsed.
Oh, he pushed himself to the absolute limit,
Absolutely.
fueled by that indomitable spirit that had made him a legend.
It's incredible.
And rushed to a Detroit hospital. Houdini was, immediately prepped for surgery.
Right.
But by then, it was a desperate fight against time.
Oh, I bet.
It makes you think, though. Did those seemingly insignificant punches from J. Gordon Whitehead play a role in this?
It's the question, isn't it? It's haunted historians and medical experts for almost a century.
It really has.
The timing is it's uncanny
Yeah.
to think. Those blows, just days before his appendicitis. It's hard to ignore the possibility of a connection.
It's like a chain reaction.
Yeah.
One event setting off this cascade that led to this tragic outcome.
Yeah, and some medical experts believe that the force of those punches, especially with Houdini caught off guard,
Right.
could have caused his appendix to rupture sooner.
It makes sense.
It does.
But, there's always another side to the story, right?
Right, and that's where the mystery deepens even more.
Because...
There are other experts who argue that the rupture was inevitable.
Oh, wow.
They think the timing of the punches was purely coincidental.
Really?
Yeah, that Houdini's fate was sealed regardless.
So we're essentially left with two compelling sides to the story.
I know, it's fascinating.
On one hand, a direct link between those punches and Houdini's demise. On the other, even Houdini, a man who seemingly defied fate itself, couldn't outrun the hand he was dealt.
And that's what makes this whole story so enduring, so captivating,
Yeah.
It reminds us that even with extraordinary talent and unwavering determination, we're all subject to life's fragility.
It really is a powerful thought.
We can wonder what if endlessly,
Absolutely.
pondering if a different choice could have rewritten history.
But the answer, ultimately, it remains shrouded in mystery.
Yeah, a mystery, like you said, worthy of the man himself.
Right.
It's almost as if the universe, in a strange twist of irony,
I know.
decided to play one final unsolvable trick on the master of illusion.
Nearly a century after his death, we're still captivated by the enigma of Harry Houdini.
It's true.
Was his fate sealed that night in his dressing room? Or was this a battle he was destined to lose all along?
We may never know.
We may never know. But one thing is for sure, Harry Houdini's legacy, a blend of awe-inspiring talent and profound mystery,
Right.
continues to inspire wonder and ignite our imaginations.
Absolutely, a true legend.
Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into the mysterious death of Harry Houdini. It's been a fascinating journey.
You're welcome. I had a great time.
Well, until next time, keep exploring.